46 million people in the United States suffer from mental health issues. Over $280 billion spent every year on treatment. If every single person who had a mental health issue sought treatment, we would need 5 million more therapists in the United States. We're basically not able to meet the demand of mental health issues. When I first put on the virtual reality, it was so incredible. I was in the office at the National Institutes of Health, and I just was immersed into a space station. That was the moment that I knew that virtual reality was going to be huge for clinical psychology. And I started using virtual reality in my clinical research as a doctoral student to see how we can help people. I started developing Very Real Help in 2018 to build a more accessible mental health intervention to translate therapy into a completely peer-based intervention. When I started Very Real Help, it was just an idea. And now we're translating my research out of Vanderbilt and putting it into a product called Help Club, which is a mental health peer support application that provides continuous 24/7 access to peer support whenever people want it. Generally, therapy is very expensive, it's difficult to access, it's very limited in terms of the time. We're pioneering a completely new type of intervention. It's a fraction of the cost of therapy, and people can get as much of it as they need. People can pay one monthly fee and get unlimited access to mental health help whenever they need it, however much they need it. Other telehealth platforms, they're really expensive. Our goal is to create something that's so affordable that it's worth just giving it a shot.
I've been working in software development for 12 plus years. One of the very valuable things about our platform is you're not limited to accessing it just in VR or just on your computer. You can access it from your phone, your computer, a VR headset. That's been huge for enabling our community to stay connected even if they can't step off and use their VR headset.
I've been an entrepreneur for 2 decades plus. I've also founded 7 of my own companies that I've started, built, grown, and sold several. I'm fairly active in mentoring founders and helping startups. I think using a non-traditional approach to treating mental illness and disease while using technology in a way that allows anybody to access it anytime, anywhere is really kind of incredible to me.
I've been doing VR and networking for about 5-6 years with many different companies and projects. With a platform like this, people come in for an hour and they come after for an encore for another hour, and they're just constantly engaged. There's just so many people who find this so helpful. I've seen so many reviews where it's really affected their life or they're positive.
The simplified user interface that we do have really helps lower the barrier to entry for people to pick it up and learn it, and then prevents them from having problems using it later, which really helps with engagement.
I think one of the most beautiful things is that there is a community of people who are living as avatars, who are engaged in games and things like that, and they want to help each other. When people come into Help Club, they're talking about their real life issues. They're not just escaping and avoiding their problems. Social virtual worlds can be so powerful to deliver peer support, and we found that there's a huge demand for what we're doing. People are coming in who've never experienced any kind of psychological intervention. So far, we've raised $1 million in funding, and a lot of that has been non-dilutive. So we've had $500K of licensing revenue, $150K from the Healthcare Accelerator. We've gotten grants from the NIH and National Science Foundation as well. Investors have the opportunity to join us as we transform the way that mental health care is delivered.